this the guy? What do you think?
I didn't hear him coming at all. He's gotta be the one!
Yeah, but look at him. He's ancient.
Very impressive CQC, Snake.
Very impressive, CQC, Snake. No doubt about it. He is the legendary soldier. Call me Mama. Big Mama.
I need to talk to you. Raiden sent me.
My, how you've grown, David. It was you, not I, who was created from the rib of man. But I gave you life. I am your mother.
What?
Les enfants terribles. You can't grow a human being in a test tube, not even a clone. You need a woman's body to give it life.
You mean... a surrogate mother?
That's an awfully cold way to put it. I am your mother. I gave birth for the Patriots.
Gave... birth?
The forbidden fruit. Appropriate. No? Follow me. I'll explain everything. The man who wants me dead is Liquid, your twin. You think you know him, but I know him better. He was once Ocelot, but Liquid has taken control of his soul. And now he's locked in a bitter struggle with Zero.
Zero.
The founder of the Patriots.
Found her. When did this happen?
40 years ago. During the Cold War, when the United States and the Soviet Union were still at odds. It was in that chaotic era that the Patriots were born. And I played my part. I was one of the founding members.
You?
Zero created the Patriots to manage and control the American state. That control endured long after the Cold War ended. The organization became an empty shell, continuing to function through AIs. Those AIs are responsible for the creation of the war economy, and they gave rise to the Sons of the Patriot system. But I am partly to blame. I bear some of the guilt for creating the organization. It was right after I first met your father, Big Boss. Back in 1964, I was ordered to take part in a CIA op called Operation Snake Eater, which concerned a new weapon the Soviets were developing at the time. My mission was to support a certain agent. That agent later became Big Boss, but I knew him as Snake.
Snake?
Yes, Naked Snake. That was his code name at the time. A name he would give to you, his son. The commander of this mission was a man called Zero, the head of Special Forces Unit Fox. Back then, I was working as a double agent for the Chinese. My objective was to secure the location of the Philosopher's Legacy, a massive cache of hidden wealth, and report it to Beijing. I was to acquire a microfilm showing the location of secret funds amassed by the Allied powers during World War II. But I failed in my mission and was expelled from China. I took the apple from the snake and was cast out of Eden. After years on the run, I ended up in Hanoi. That's where I met him again. It was around then that Zero used the massive funds contained in the Philosopher's Legacy to start a new organization, the Patriots, which would carry out the final wishes of a certain legendary hero. The initial membership consisted of Big Boss, Sigint, Paramedic, and their commander, Zero. Oh, and there was one more who we mustn't forget. He stayed behind in the Soviet Union to support the group as an informant, Ocelot, who is now Liquid. After your father rescued me in Hanoi, I went to America and joined their organization. Zero's goal was to achieve a unity of thought and awareness. He believed that was what the boss wanted, and the rest of the Patriots followed his lead.
The boss?
The boss was a legendary hero from the Second World War, known as the Mother of Special Forces. She had an almost overwhelming charisma about her. The CIA feared this, so they had her eliminated. If she had survived, the world of the 21st century might have been a very different place. We were all influenced by the boss's will. It was what drove us to create this organization, to be closer to that spirit. Zero decided that in order to lead the people, we needed a special kind of icon. So he turned to Big Boss, the last son of the boss. He shared more of her life than anyone else. It was Big Boss, the true heir to her legacy, who was best suited to play this role. Zero elevated Big Boss, the hero who saved the world, to the status of an idol. The truth behind Big Boss became riddled with exaggeration, misrepresentation, and outright lies. Zero disseminated these stories among the masses and gathered the rich and powerful to his banner. Every era needs its symbols to control the people, whether it be the stars and stripes, or the hammer and sickle. As the times and currents of politics changed, so too did Zero. Eventually, he became a prisoner of his own lust for power, sparking friction between him and Big Boss, who resented playing the puppet. With Big Boss drifting away, Zero realized he would need insurance. Something that would perpetuate the existence of Big Boss, their organization's icon. And so Zero secretly embarked on a new project. Les Enfants Terribles. Its goal was to create a clone of Big Boss, the ultimate soldier. The project was led by Dr. Clark, known at the time as Paramedic. After dozens of failures, they finally, miraculously, succeeded in producing a fertilized egg. The egg used in the successful in vitro fertilization came from Dr. Clark's assistant, a healthy Japanese woman.
Blood from the east flows within your veins.
Give birth to Big Boss. To realize this, I asked to serve as the surrogate mother, and was more than happy to carry you in my womb. I loved him. 9 months later, I gave birth to 2 Big Bosses, you and Liquid. It didn't matter that you were clones, or that they had manipulated your DNA. You were born the same way as any other normal child, from your mother's womb. But Les Enfants Terribles proved to be the final straw for Zero and Big Boss. Determined to oppose Zero and his plans, Big Boss broke away from the Patriots. He left the States, created his own mercenary company, and drifted around the world. I'm sorry. Your father never wanted you. Human life isn't meant to be manipulated like that. I knew that, but I wanted you. After Big Boss left, Zero really lost control. What Zero wanted was an orderly world, one governed by rules. His fortune grew through countless wars, and his words influenced decision-making all the way up to the Oval Office. As the world saw the rise of digital technology, IT, the internet, and genetics, the Patriots' power grew immense. Their roots spread and took hold throughout the globe. In time, they began to dictate the fate of entire nations from the shadows. And before we knew it, the Patriots, the proud police of the world, started bringing an entire planet under their control. Their intentions were fair, but their execution was flawed. Zero developed weapons, amassed armies, used information for extortion, all in order to gain more wealth. He was obsessed with controlling awareness on the inside from the outside. But I cannot imagine that's what the boss would have wanted. They both misinterpreted her will. And their absolute reverence for her drove them apart. So began the war between Zero and Big Boss. Opposing interpretations, each striving to realize the boss's will. Everything you see today stems from their Cold War. Differences in race, in religion, in ideology. This war they've caused is no different from any other human error in history. It all started with a tiny fork in the path and grew into a great rift. There was nothing left of the boss's noble will in their struggle. All that remained was hatred, a passion to destroy one another. Big Boss returned to the US with a plan in mind, and once again assumed command of Foxhound. In Outer Heaven, and then Zanzibar Land, Big Boss plotted coup d'etat against Zero. But you, Solid Snake, his own clone, foiled his efforts both times. Big Boss and Gray Fox, Frank Yeager, were left near death. Zero recovered their bodies. Frank Yeager's entire body was reconstructed through surgery, and he was reborn as the cyborg ninja. Big Boss, now a vegetable, became a prisoner of Zero even in death. For Zero, more than anyone else, your father was an irreplaceable icon. No, the truth is, for Zero, he was an irreplaceable friend. After Big Boss's betrayal, Zero could no longer believe in something so uncertain as life. He lost his belief in everything. Nations, organizations, individuals. Zero was no longer willing to place his organization in the hands of the next generation. Instead, he set up a network of AIs, a a decision-making system formed from all the information he had accumulated. He built 4 AIs, GW, TJ, AL, and TR, as sort of a digital Mount Rushmore, and 1 core artificial intelligence to unite them, John Doe.
GW. The same GW we destroyed 5 years ago.
The same. Ever since GW was cut off, JD and the other 3 AIs have controlled all information on every aspect of global society. Economics, politics, law, morals, and culture. The war economy is no exception. In the shadow of the system and its complete control over the world, Big Boss isn't allowed to live or die. He's trapped for eternity in a brain-dead prison. To bind himself to his friend, to ensure his rule over the world, Zero transformed Big Boss into an icon, neither living nor dead.
Sounds almost like a religion.
Naturally, Ocelot and I plan to free him from Zero's prison. We enlisted Naomi Hunter, an authority in the field of nanomachine research, into our organization. And we used Frank Yeager to kill Dr. Clark. Ocelot tortured the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, also known as Sigint, to death, and made it look like an accident.
The Shadow Moses incident.
With Paramedic and Sigint dead, Zero was the only one left. But we too paid a price. I lost Ocelot. Ocelot wasn't fighting for the Pentagon or the Russians, and certainly not for Zero. He was fighting for Big Boss. He idolized him. When Ocelot grafted Liquid's right arm to his own, his body was taken over by Liquid's thoughts and spirit. He may be Ocelot in physical form, but his mind is Liquid's. I was the last one. And then someone appeared to help me.
Raiden.
It was when I met him that I finally discovered the location of Big Boss. It was in the data he obtained from GW. Together, he and I retrieved Big Boss. But Big Boss was still asleep, as Zero had left him.
Why did Zero keep him alive?
People need heroes. Zero wanted to create a messiah. A legend that would never die.
Liquid is after Big Boss's body. Is it here?
I'll take you to meet him. This is his pyx, his holy ark. His body is alive, but his consciousness is locked away by nanomachines. So technically speaking, he's not really brain dead. We can't allow Liquid to inherit the same sins that corrupted Zero. Manipulating people's minds for the sake of his own ego.
Otacon.
Snake, it's Naomi.
What happened?
She's gone. She's not in the Nomad anymore.
When?
less than an hour ago. She disappeared right after she and Sonny got back from Dr. Madnar's place.
Why weren't you watching her?
I didn't have my glasses on.
Naomi said it herself. The experiment can't succeed without her.
You think she went back to Liquid?
What about Raiden?
Good news on that front. We managed to get our hands on a dialysis machine and set up an ICU. We just started him on dialysis and treatment for his wounds.
Will he live?
Yeah, no worries there. Sonny's taken over for Naomi. But his treatment's probably gonna take 48 hours. Until then, Raiden can't move.
Hey, you! Come here!
What the hell is that?
Move!
Wait a second. Chat,
Scarabs.
is that...
Unmanned scouts.
They've found us. We're moving out.
No.
Snake, the PMCs are converging on your location. Damn it! They're sending in Gecko! They'll be on you in less than 5 minutes!
Are they ready?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll escape through the canal route using the real van. Get it ready. Hurry.
Yes, ma'am.
Snake, over here. We've got decoy vans set to draw some of our pursuers away.
Wait. The motorbike.
All of these children are orphans. They work in arms factories. And when they grow up, they want to join a PMC. They seek revenge on other companies, PMCs that killed their parents, and use their earnings to support their younger siblings. There are countless child soldiers like these in the PMCs.
These poor children.
Nowadays, anyone with a computer can get combat training. The FPS games that these children love are distributed
These
for free
poor,
by these
bald, bearded children.
Of course, it's all just virtual training. It's so easy for them to get absorbed by these war games. And before they know it, they're in the PMCs holding real guns. These kids end up fighting in proxy wars that have nothing to do with their own lives. They think it's cool to fight like this. They think that combat is life. They don't need a reason to fight. After all, for them, it's only a game. Zero is the cause of all this. Defeating Liquid won't change things. Unless we stop the Patriot system, the cycle will go unbroken. Hop on. Hold on to me. With so many wars being waged, oil and biofuel have become as precious as diamonds. It's been a while since I went out for a ride.
Are you sure about this?
Wait.
I only get off my bike when I fall in love.
No.
Or fall dead.
Wait.
Big Mama.
The quote. Oh. Oh.
Call me Eva.
Oh! Woo! We're back, boys! Let's go! Woo! I'm old! Okay, hopefully my housemates are okay. Hopefully they aren't too disturbed or concerned after that. Let me turn down the audio here. The bike chase is really fucking loud from what I remember. Hold on. Okay, if I need to turn it up, you can let me know.
We have to keep Big Boss's body out of enemy hands, no matter what. Get the body safely to the canal escape point.
Dave. Was it really loud on your end, Dave? Yeah, that audio might have been really blown out. Sorry if I destroyed your ears there, chat. I turned my game audio way down there. Maybe it's a bit too low, but I have a feeling it's probably still pretty loud here. Is it too quiet? Is the game too quiet? I can turn it up a bit. Too quiet? I'll turn it up a touch. Let me know how it is now. You know, I like for my voice to be a bit louder than the game. It's so hard to find the balance sometimes with MGS4 because it just goes all over the place. Yeah, maybe I had it too low earlier as well. I don't know. Go, 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 go! Let me change my cycling. Oh, I meant to throw a stun. Oh, no. Yeah, that's going to hurt. This is going to be a messy bike chase. Could have been worse. Nice. Oh, I got him, I think. Fuck. No! One health item. I like trying to do this with basic weapons, just the Mark II.
Here they come! Snake, watch the right. Enemy dead ahead!
Oh, beautiful. I don't think this bike chase feels never-ending at all. The MGS3 bike chase, sure. But this MGS4 bike chase, I think it's perfectly fine, the length of it. Feels like it flies by compared to 3.
There you are, Snake! Where's your anger? Show me your rage!
More incoming!
I've got bad news. The decoy vans have all bitten the dust, which means the enemy will be focusing on you now. I just need you to hold them off a little longer.
Have you tried aiming?
Shut the fuck up. There's nothing to aim at.
Enemy dead ahead! Excellent, Snake! Snake, enemy to the left! Nice one! Need help in front! Need help in front!
Nice.
Nice work.
Need help behind!
Yes, nice one, Snake.
I want some smoke grenades. This next section is so tricky to do consistently without taking damage. Smokes.
Need help in front! That's my
Whoa! Ah, fuck. Caster with the 10 months, thank you.
Need help in front! Snake! Here they come!
Ah, fuck that up.
Nice work.
Explosions!
I think we lost them.
There it is.
Are you okay? Big Mama, come on. Stay with me. Eva, I need you.
Is that you? Snake. Mother's work is never done.
Big Mama.
Where's the van?
Over there.
Is that Pooh?
The children. No. She'll be coming to search the van.
I'll take care of it. You stay here. Keep watch.
I'll contact the children.
Here. Take this.
Snake, come back in one piece.
I will.
Promise me.
anger, Snake! Let it boil to the surface! Let your fury flow freely! Anger begets anger! Come on! Show me your rage!
Rose, quick, I need some psychological advice here.
This beast seems to be seething with rage. Anger causes us to lose self-control, making it the most dangerous emotion of all. This makes her extremely dangerous, Snake. Be careful.
Okay, thanks, Rose. Let's see. You can absolutely destroy Raven with an M82 or with a railgun. Probably the least interesting B&B fight in the game. I think a lot of people feel that way about Raven. She's not all that interesting. She just kind of feels like a sponge more than anything. She doesn't have particularly interesting patterns or phases. There's some cool little things about her, like she can overheat and she'll fly off to a nearby building to rest, where you have the chance to deal extra damage. If you can land a shot while she isn't looking, while she's flying around, you can deal extra damage. The speed run for Raven is kind of crazy. I think you can beat her in like the first 10 seconds of the fight, where you just get a quick shot with an M82 or something out the window and deal like 3/4 of her health in one hit. Even on new game, it's possible to do that too, if you have enough Drebin points. Let's see. Which B&B is my favorite? I like Wolf. Again, I think Wolf is still kind of disappointing coming from the end in the previous game, but Wolf is still cool. I really like the atmosphere of the Wolf fight as well. The music, the design. I love the mech design for Wolf and the way she kind of pokes out of it with her railgun and that weird mask that she has. So yeah, I like a lot of the vibes with the Wolf fight. And the fight itself is kind of cool. I just wish the arena was bigger. She kind of runs out of places to hide, I find. And you just find yourself going back and forth doing the same thing again and again. I think the Wolf fight would have been really cool if the arena was like twice as big or something. The whole sense of smell thing is interesting in the Wolf fight. You know how she can smell you due to the wind, due to your scent traveling on the wind and the wind changing direction, adding to that. I like the Mantis fight in this mechanically. It's interesting with the Mantis doll and the Sorrow doll and her controlling both the dead and living soldiers, and I think that's kind of cool. And Octopus, I guess, is decent. Her gimmicks are kind of easy to deal with, but yeah, it's still kind of a decent fight. But yeah, my favorite would probably be Wolf. Yeah, obviously, Crying Wolf isn't as interesting as the end. The end is just crazy with all of the different things going on and things that you can do in that fight. Wolf can't really match up to that, but it's still a cool fight. Wolf fight had you nervous first playthrough? Yeah, like it's you can appreciate it for the different atmosphere that it has compared to the end, you know. It's more of like yeah, it has this whole level of intensity to it. You constantly have to be on your toes dealing with all the frogs as well during that. I always get lazy dealing with the frogs. I'll get caught by one of them. Yeah, Omar. Yes, like so some of the octopus things are cool. And there's some stuff that you have to learn and be careful of for the higher difficulties. What do I want to use here? RPG. I think a lot of people just camp with Wolf in their first playthrough. I always hear of people saying in chat that they just hide under the truck, or that they just hid under the truck in their first playthrough, stayed there for the whole fight, which I think might give you some decent results, but you might be waiting there for a while for her to move around. Although I think she can still get you with her grenades and whatnot. Don't think camping is completely safe. Up in the tower, yep. Yeah, I should try some other methods against Wolf sometime. I don't think I ever tried to camp up in the tower to see what happens. Right, let's try and find her. Otacon, what do you have to say?
Snake, those sliders are equipped with searchlights. Don't get caught in the beam, or they'll spot you right away. Snake, those sliders are equipped with searchlights. Don't get caught in the beam, or they'll spot you right away.
Is that all you say at this point in the fight?
Snake.
Oh, wow, okay. The sliders are her little friends, the little ads, the tiny ravens.
Taking a heavy toll on the surrounding structures. As more of them are reduced to rubble, you'll have fewer places to hide. Time is not on your side, Snake. You need to finish this thing, fast! Those sliders will sometimes leave her side and operate independently, most likely acting as a remote scouting platform. If you see a slider flying on its own, don't hesitate to shoot it down. That should reduce the beast's situation awareness and tilt the odds in your favor. Those sliders will sometimes...
Otacon loves these sliders. A good strat here is to just wait for Raven to come into you. See, even on the radar, you can see that she shows up as a larger circle. Oh! Come on. Here we go. Ah!
The beast's attacks are taking a heavy toll on the surrounding structures. As more of them are reduced to rubble.
Nothing else, Otacon? Oh, shit. Nice. Reload, reload, reload. Yeah, now she's gonna cool down. She's gonna find a spot. Oh, that's kind of cool. Do her wings detach and drop her off, I think. Is that what happened there? I think that's what happened. I don't think I ever noticed that before. I'm not going to finish her here. I'm going to wait for her to cool down, because I want to see what happens when she flies back, if a pair of wings come back to attach to her. Yeah, I think the wings just dropped her off. Otacon.
Snake, it seems as though the angrier Raven becomes, the shorter her vernier bursts get. I'm seeing a correlation between the emotion data I'm getting through the solid eye and the length of time she uses the vernier.
And?
Well, after the vernier fires for a certain period of time, it has to be shut down for a while so it can cool off.
Like firing a machine gun in bursts to avoid burning out the barrel.
Good analogy. Now, this is only a guess, but I'm thinking that Raven tends to lose control of herself when angry. Normally, she'd try to avoid overheating the vernier, but get her riled up and she seems to forget all about that.
I get it. The vernier keeps getting hotter and hotter.
Necessitating longer and more frequent cooldown periods.
So, the greater her rage, the less she can fly.
Exactly. Keep up your attack, but try to provoke her into getting mad. That should give you a fighting chance.
No! She's kind of flickering a bit there. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wonder if you can shoot at the pair of wings that she has while she's cooling down. Because it looks like it's, you know, it's different to the regular sliders. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Come on.
anger building up inside. Eating away at me.
Let me out of this cage. I don't need these wings. I don't need this range. Calm. Let your anger flow.
Snake! She's come out of her suit! Watch out! She's gonna try to grab you!
Alright, we're gonna dispose of her quickly. We already had our sexy time with Octopus.
Way to bring that bird down, Snake.
Drebin.
And you got yourself a souvenir, too. A grenade launcher. Nice. That's a real user-friendly weapon.
Not much use to me without an ID, though.
I'll launder this one free of charge.
What's the catch?
Only that you give it to me when you're done with it. A weapon with that many decades of rage stored up inside it? Now that's a collector's item.
How old was she?
I'd say about 20. But she had years of soldiers' rage hidden away in that youthful body of hers.
Soldiers?
Yeah, the soldiers of Ake, a place that hasn't seen peace in a long, long time. She was captured by one side or another, and kept caged up like an animal, along with God knows how many other kids.
Anonymous violence.
Exactly. It's unknown whether her captors were with the government or the rebels. In any case, they got their kicks by abusing these helpless little kids day after day after day. That constant barrage, that battlefield rage slowly built up inside their bodies, their minds. The kids tried to keep each other's spirits up, always clinging to the hope that someone would come to their rescue, barely surviving off of scraps of food. But those soldiers didn't stop. They called the kids parasites and shit-eating ravens, beat them even harder. Then one morning, the soldiers just up and left, leaving the surviving kids to be eaten alive by the birds. Almost like one of those sky burials. One by one, their bodies were picked apart by ravens' beaks, until finally the flock came for her. But by some miracle, their beaks cut her bonds instead. And like that, she was liberated. In that instant, she was filled with an uncontrollable rage, and it smothered her soul. She ripped the ravens pecking at her to pieces, and then went after the soldiers. And when she finally caught up with them, she waited until nightfall like a hunter awaiting its prey. They say that when a raven cries, a man dies. And that's exactly what happened that night. Screeching and cawing, she killed every last living being in the camp. Both the soldiers and the civilians they'd enslaved. In her eyes, there was no longer a difference. The cruelty her friends had suffered, the pain and humiliation she'd endured. Hers was the distillation of the rage that decades of war had imparted on those soldiers.
It was her strength, and her greatest weakness.
You're something else, Snake. You managed to cleanse Raven of her rage. No, seriously. You're the seed of war. In fact, I'd say you might even be war itself.
Drebin?
Maybe it's still too early to tell. You've still got half the B&B Corps ahead of you. Keep your eye on the ball, pal.
Snake. I have to apologize. The 3 vans that came out with us are decoys. The real one is floating down the river, headed downstream. I managed to get in touch with the children. The Pix is safe. We're going to rendezvous on the riverbank, downstream. Land and air routes are cut off. But there's a cruiser waiting for us. The Volta River is our only chance of escape. Let's get out of here. Hurry.
Good thinking.
This way. Follow me. I don't need to feel the wind anymore. There's no need to keep lying to myself. I only get off my bike when I fall in love. Or... Oh, Snake. Give me a hand.
Yeah.
underground aqueduct leads to the river. There should be fewer of them down there.
Liquid. Not bad.
Where's the pigs?
That no longer matters.
Where is it?
Is that it? Naomi told me everything. And now, thanks to her, I finally have it. The thing I've sought for so long. Big Boss. Put down the gun, Snake. It's already too late. You almost did it. But it looks like I win after all. Cigars. Father's favorite. What do you say? Care for one last smoke? Huh. You think you're Big Boss now? Guilty as charged. But all that ends today. Nice try. But when it comes to CQC, I've got the upper hand. Even if you do get a hold of the system, you'll only have one part of the Patriots AI. The military part. What of it, brother? It's only a matter of time before I have everything. Remember, GW? The AI they think they lost? It's mine. A part of my army. impossible. We destroyed it. Your worm only managed to cut GW into little pieces. Pieces we were able to reconstruct. And then we stowed it away inside JD's network. This man's body has served me well, allowing me to pass every security barrier between me and GW. After all, the Patriot system is nothing more than a machine. Now that GW is a spook inside the network, there's no way JD would recognize it as an external threat. Once I destroy JD with a nuclear strike, the Patriots network will be mine. And then, I'll build my haven, free from all forms of control. I'll cast aside my old identity and take my own name for the first time. Liquid, you're planning to recreate the Patriots. Snake, we were created by the Patriots. We're not men. We're shadows in the shape of men. We're freaks who never should have existed. We're a system. Insurance that future generations never prosper. The Patriots saw fit to create us, and in doing so became our only raison d'etre. I won't fight my fate any longer. I'll kill Zero and Big Boss and become a Patriot myself. It all began with Zero and Big Boss. Our purpose in life is to fulfill our destinies. And once all is returned to Zero, the world can be reborn.
Adam.
So long as we both live, the world will not know an age of light. If we're to pass the baton to the next generation, the only choice left to us is death.
Boss.
Good. The players have all assembled, Snake. The time has come for you to witness. Witness our moment of triumph. Go!
weapons and put your hands up!
Barrel!
Aim!
Liquid! Stop!
Fire!
What? The system is mine. Your guns and your weapons are no longer your own. Behold, guns of the Patriots. Bang! Bang!
Jonathan! Ed! Commander! Commander!
Akiba, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
But why?
Let them have it. We don't need it anymore. So long, Snake.
Jonathan. You and me, we were great partners.
Who gives a shit?
No. Great friends.
Fuck you, Ed.
Meryl! Meryl!
I mean,
Meryl!
Jonathan. That's not gonna work, Johnny. Use your other hole. The only one you know how.
Meryl, don't give up on me. Meryl, don't go. Meryl. Meryl! Meryl! It's not... I mean...
Thank you.
You okay, Meryl? Hey, if it's all right, call
call me Johnny.
You and the beasts are no different. Scorched shadows born to the world. When a beast steps into the light, unless the light is put out, the shadow cannot be erased. So long as there is light, there is shadow. To return everything to normal, the light must be extinguished. And when that happens, you will be too.
Like I said, we pride ourselves on service. Come on, let's take this guy to his friends.
Do we really need to see her nipple, Kojima? You can see half of her fucking nipple there. I mean, why not, I guess? It's just a nipple. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't ever see Jonathan and Ed again until the wedding at the very end of the game, right? That's kind of like it almost feels like that's supposed to be a death scene, you know, like they're saying their final words to each other. We were good friends, you know, we were good partners. But it just I don't think we see any more of them until the wedding. Do they appear at the start of Act 5? Are they in the room at the start of Act 5, you know, when they're all receiving their briefing and Johnny is trying to touch Mei Ling's ass for the whole scene? Are they there in that scene? I don't think they are. Do you see them during the slow-mo walk? Maybe you see them during the slow-mo walk. But I don't think you do either. But I don't think anyone talks about them. They're like, oh, Jonathan and Ed will be okay. Raiden almost dies, and they tell you during the Act 5 briefing, oh, Raiden will be okay. He actually managed to survive. Nobody gives a shit about Jonathan and Ed. Nobody's checking in or asking how they're doing. They just show up at the end in the wedding, and even, and all you guys forget too. Chat doesn't even give a shit. They see Jonathan, you guys see Jonathan and Ed at the end of the game, and you don't think about how they almost died and how you were supposed to feel sad that they almost died. You don't even think about them. It's like, oh, it's those guys. They're here again. You didn't even remember that they almost died, chat. You don't care at all. Let's save here. Hold on. Oh, damn, I haven't saved since the end of Act 2. You don't care more than us? I care less than you? Well, I'm also kind of unsure about what, you know, if that's the next time they appear. So yeah, I don't pay them much heed either. Because even I'm not sure if that is their next appearance. I think it is, though. Hey! Oh! Hey! 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 Hey!
We'll launch a stealth nuclear warhead at JD.
I thought you couldn't control the nuke with GW.
We can't. We've taken over their guns and heavy weapons, but the WMDs are still under JD's control. That's where Rex comes in. I know where to find nukes they don't control. Vamp, how long until Rex is ready?
All that's left is the final check. We've identified JD's location through GW, an abandoned 20th century satellite orbit, disguised as debris.
A clever place to hide.
Satellite orbit.
With a stealth nuke, there's no need to worry about the Patriots intercepting it. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll all be over.
Once JD, the core AI is destroyed, GW's priority will rise to 1, and all the systems under JD's control will then be ours to command. Now go, prepare our haven.
Yes, boss. What the devil is this?
How long until Rex is ready? You think they were talking about Rex? Metal Gear Rex?
The
No.
video feed from the Mark II cuts off here.
Haven. Yeah. Revan was saying something about that.
In the beginning, the Patriot system was controlled by 4 AIs, with JD at the top. One of those AIs was GW. The Patriots thought it had been destroyed, but Liquid was able to use it as cover to slip inside the system.
GW. I heard that name before.
Yeah. GW was one of the Patriot Cell AIs. It was installed on Arsenal gear. Emma's worm should have put it permanently out of commission. But Liquid somehow recovered and repaired it. I'm guessing JD must be unable to recognize GW, even though it's inside the Patriot system. It's a blind spot. GW was written off as lost while it was still tied in. Using it let Liquid interfere with the AI from the inside.
And look, she's getting better.
He made contact under the guise of Big Boss's genetic code. Even the AI threat detection system was fooled.
Even on the network. We're even oversight by the Patriot AIs.
It all makes sense now. That's why they made Arsenal go berserk 5 years ago. GW was on board.
Where is this haven? Where is their base?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is using the position of the Mark II's last transmission to predict the course of Liquid's ship. It's only a matter of time before we find him.
But that's not all Liquid said. Something about Rex being ready.
Rex? You mean... Shadow Moses? It's Campbell.
The U.S. military systems are all in Liquid's hands now.
Hey again, Roy. What's up, man?
The regional systems have all been shut down. Guns are falling silent across the Earth. It's the first total ceasefire in human history.
How's the White House responding? The public?
The president has yet to make an official announcement. But the media is starting to pick up on it.
The information's gonna be controlled anyway.
Not this time. The war economy is ground to a complete halt. It's tough to play down a crisis of these proportions. War economy-related stocks are already going into a free fall.
They must be shitting themselves at the White House right about now.
In any case, America had better sleep soundly while she still can. Liquid's insurrection is about to begin. The first thing he'll do is try to destroy the system the Patriots built to control the U.S.
He's already taken the system.
No. Supreme authority still resides with JD, which the Patriots still command. Which is why Liquid plans to launch a nuclear strike on JD in its orbit.
But Liquid only controls SOP, and SOP only controls guns and small firearms. Unless he gains supreme authority, Liquid can't use America's nukes and ballistic missiles. So how's he gonna launch this strike?
Good question. The U.S. converted its nuclear arsenal to reliable replacement warheads 2 years ago.
RRWs.
Yes. The core of the RRWs is now completely ID controlled by the SOP system. You'd need supreme authority from JD itself to control them, and they can be shut down remotely in case of an emergency.
All the old nukes were pulled out of service when they deployed the replacements.
If Liquid can't use the nukes, then what's his plan?
That's it. He's going to use Rex.
What?
Rex was scrapped before the Sons of the Patriot system was implemented.
Of course. The railgun.
Indeed. Rex's railgun can launch a stealth nuclear warhead into space unconstrained by the system. In short, it's the only device they have that is able to launch a nuke. Liquid's going to use it to kill JD and deliver the coup de grace to the Patriots' reign.
Campbell, where's Rex now?
I think you know. A long-forgotten base in U.S. territory outside the Patriots' control. The place where Liquid made his debut, his monument, off the Alaskan coast in the Fox Archipelago.
Shadow Moses Island.
If Liquid destroys JD, and his GW assumes total control over the system, he'll have the world at his fingertips. And no one will be able to stop him. Not even the Patriots. You are the only ones who can save us now. Snake, I'm counting on you. Defeat Liquid and put an end to his insurrection.
Enough is enough, Snake. You can't take any more of this.
I'm not dead yet.
That's not what I mean. You can't beat Liquid. He's got the Patriots' own control system on his side. Not only are weapons useless, but the US military is in shambles. And even if it weren't, Liquid's got enough men and machines to match it. Things can't get any worse. Face it, Snake. We've lost.
Otacon.
We never stood a chance.
It's not about winning or losing. I know we started this. And it's our duty to finish it. Sonny.
No! Jack can't go. He's not ready yet. He needs to rest.
Let me go, Sonny.
No. Your dialysis isn't done yet.
Snake. He's not ready yet.
Snake. I'll be fine. From now on, I'm living my life by my own will.
Raiden.
I won't live a proxy life. A slave to someone else's will.
I'm a shadow. One that no light will shine on. As long as you follow me, you'll never see the day.
You and I are both just pawns in this proxy war. But once this is over, we will have our freedom.
Raiden.
I'll release you. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Raiden. 5 years ago. That's not what I meant.
I've got nothing to lose.
Don't be an idiot. No, you've got someone to protect.
It was never going to work out for me. It even rained the day I was born.
You've got it all wrong. You were the lightning in that rain. you can still shine through the darkness.
The lightning.
Raiden, look at me.
Get a room. Jesus.
Do you see this? I have no future.
You'll be fine.
In a few months, I'm going to be a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, yeah.
You.
I guess so.
You have a family.
I have no family. Been alone. Always.
What a sorry state.
Don't leave me here. Alone.
This is my fight. My destiny.
Nice, Snake. You got the last word. Fuck you, Raiden.
Dr. Emmerich?
Mei Ling.
I got the results back. It's official. He's on Shadow Moses Island. We lost Metal Gear Mark II's signal along the way, but the ship was headed in the direction of Shadow Moses. This is a picture of the island taken by a civilian imagery satellite. The sea line is rising due to global warming. Have you heard that the entire Fox Archipelago is about to slip into the ocean? The surrounding islands have already been evacuated.
Liquid's arrival there can only mean one thing.
He is going to use Rex.
That's how it looks from here.
No.
All the Metal Gears after Rex were embedded with system IDs.
Then what about Rex? What did Washington do with it?
The nuclear disposal facility on Shadow Moses hasn't been touched since the incident.
That was 9 years ago.
The president of ArmsTech and the DARPA chief were killed, and the Secretary of Defense was arrested. By the time the Shadow Moses incident was over, there wasn't a single person left there who knew what took place. It was as if nothing had ever happened. The data was either falsified or erased, so no traces would be left behind. We were exiled to desk jobs for the same reason. Rex and the nuke should still be where they were 9 years ago. Untouched.
A forsaken island. A haven.
Well, I'd say it's more like a forgotten island. And it's sinking too.
Nobody remembers.
I thought I'd never go back.
It'll take me a while to get there, but I'll be backing you up from aboard the Missouri. She's the only ship in the fleet still able to move. since it was decommissioned before the system was put in place. And Hawaii's not that far away. Otacon, you're not wearing your glasses anymore.
Oh, yeah. I switched to contacts.
We rendezvous at Shadow Moses. He who submits to heaven shall live. He who defies heaven shall perish.
Peace.
I have to atone for my past, too. Rex is a beast, born from my research. Let's go. Shadow Moses awaits.
Shadow Moses awaits. You fucking fanboy, Otacon. He's loving every minute of this. Deep down, he's like, oh, this is so fucking cool. We're going back, boys. He just can't let it show, but look at him. He's being the anime character he always dreamed about. Shadow Moses awaits. Hold on. I think I might need to lower my game volume a tad. Hold up. Who's Rex again? Donald Rex from MGS1. You don't remember him? Hey! Put your hands up. Oh! We're back. We're back. No codec. If you press select, you don't get any codec during this sequence. This is an MGS4 ass wipe. I can't believe how that meme has sustained itself. Some guy in chat one time when I was playing this showed up, seemed genuinely angry that I wasn't playing MGS4. Just tuned in. This isn't MGS4, asshole. MGS4 ass wipe. Maybe he was just taking the piss though, I don't know. Whoop. Grab the chaff. A surveillance camera? He doesn't say the line. They're probably to avoid extra royalties or something. They'd probably have to pay Hater a little bit extra if they used his MGS1 audio. Reminds me of the Silent Hill situation with Konami, you know, when they removed the Silent Hill 1 audio from Silent Hill 3. How did I react to him? Who? Donald Rex? Oh, wait. Oh, the guy who said MGS4 ass wipe. Yeah, sorry, I forgot we were talking about someone else after Donald Rex.
Footprints of these.
I can't remember. I think we just banned him or something. Or maybe we didn't do anything. I can't remember if he said anything after that.
What was that noise?
footprints of these? Huh? What was that noise? Huh? Whose footprints are these? Who's that?
I love how he comes out of the alert and is immediately distracted by the footprints again.
I heard something. Huh?
Fuck that up. I'm gonna die. Shadow Moses. Key noises. Did you hear my keys in the background there? My keys are beside me here. But what happened? Are we good? Did I make a really loud noise? Did some kind of loud noise happen in the background? These wokage emotes are scaring me. What happened? I think it was just Snake waking up. Oh, it was just Snake waking up. Okay. Usually I only see that emote when I make really loud noises. Wait, you're all just on a black screen? Oh, this fucking Seaman song just played and you missed it. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the hell? Black screen? How were wokage emotes supposed to hold on a second. How are those emotes supposed to tell me what was going on? Oh, you missed the Seaman song, chat. Fuck. This is low-key one of my favorite moments in the game, the introduction to the Mark III here. It's the best.
Mark III. It's our last replacement, so try not to break it.
It's already broken.
One more thing. I don't see anybody around, but there are unmanned sentries patrolling the area. Be careful out there.
That poor Mark III. It's already broken before it gets off the ground. Poor Snake. He really starts to,
The heliport is to the west of there. Head west and find that heliport.
You really start to feel for him. Once he gets into Act 4 territory, he's always coughing and grunting. His back is breaking in every scene. Alright, here we are.
Snake, there's next to zero visibility there. You may experience complete whiteouts. You might even end up bumping heads with a gecko. Proceed with extreme caution.
Liquid Ocelot donated $5 during that Act 3 cutscene. Thank you, Liquid Ocelot. I'm just seeing that now. Thank you. Sorry I was late. I actually did see it earlier, but I forgot again. But yeah, thank you. I can't see anything. Oh, where am I going? Okay, over this way. Hug the wall. I hear the gecko. Here we go, here we go. I have to take a look at this clip, Mr. Man. Dog blames the controller. Hitman. I can't look at the whole thing now, but yeah, Hitman. I have had genuinely lots of problems with my controller though. So I'm being serious when I blame my controller.
I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska now.
Hi, Dee. What's a Russian gunship doing here?
Wow,
He must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
A surveillance camera.
Looks like the front hangar door is open. A little bit, at least. You can get in that way if you want.
Just like old times.
Say it! Say it!
Thought, overhead view. Just like old times. Now you're talking. Overhead view. That's more like it.
Damn, felt like it took way longer than usual for him to trigger it there. It really doesn't feel like overhead view, I have to say. I wonder how many people found this on their own, naturally, because they just wanted to try and recreate overhead view. Like, if you try and recreate it, like, it really just doesn't feel good. Way too close.
Look, there's the tank hangar. It sure brings back memories, doesn't it? I know it's all ancient history by now, but do you remember how you snuck into the hangar last time? I seem to remember the front hangar door being shut back then because of a blizzard just like this one.
Yeah, there's two ducts that lead inside. An upper and a lower one. I picked one and used it to sneak in.
Well, now you've got 3 ways to get in. Lucky you. Big Boss's body has fallen into Liquid's clutches. We can't let him get his hands on Rex, too. We have to get to the underground escape route where Rex is stored before they do. I'm setting your radar to point towards the target. Check it if you need to get your bearings. Shadow Moses is an uninhabited ruin now. There aren't any human soldiers stationed here, but I am picking up unmanned machines. Judging by their signature, they're probably a part of Liquid's army. I know you're getting pretty used to fighting them by now, but don't let your guard down.
Mr. Man, is that Yeah, one of my amazing Metal Gear Acid performances. I should go back and look at that playthrough again. I've forgotten so much of it. And I should do another one, actually. That's what I should really do, another Acid playthrough. Where we do the voice acting again.
The Gecko appear to be designed for high mobility, even in cramped urban environments like this one.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Their legs' main
Acid
drive
is really
uses
cool, both of
artificial
them.
Muscle tissue, genetically engineered from the cloned ES cells of ungulate embryos. This gives them quick response times and a high output to weight ratio. Basically, the Gecko have the legs of a star athlete. That's what makes them so agile. But it's also their weak point. Those things may have an amazingly high output, but they're also deployed in limited indoor search and destroy operations. So there's a limit to how heavy they can make the frames. Otherwise, they'd drop right through the floor. To keep its weight down, the Gecko's defensive armor is concentrated on the head, where the central computer is housed. The legs aren't defenseless, but by comparison, they're a pretty soft target. In other words,
Targeting their legs should at least slow them down, right?
exactly. Keep it in mind. It could save your life.
There's no mistaking that for an English accent, right? It might not be the greatest Australian accent. I think my Australian accent leaned more to New Zealand than Australian. There's no mistaking it for a fucking British accent or English accent.
Keep going north and enter the tank hangar. I'll let you decide the best COA.
Rose?
Snake, as I'm sure you're aware, Shadow Moses Island is an extremely harsh environment. Staying out there in that raging blizzard will take a severe toll on your psyche. More than ever before, the success of this mission depends on you taking the proper measures to maintain your psyche. Don't forget that.
I'm gonna have to take a look at some of these clips later. I can't stop and look at them all now. FIFA posted an old one, I think. Resident Evil. Alright, let's make our way inside the facility. I wish we had that one of my drunken Bloodborne playthrough, Dave. Never been so drunk on stream. I was just raving like a lunatic, throwing numbing mists all around the Hunter's Dream, wasting all my precious numbing mists before the Vicar Amelia fight. Just throwing them all over the place. Ranting like some kind of lunatic. I think that playthrough is lost. And that's somewhere out in the cosmos somewhere. Maybe it's lurking somewhere on the internet.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about this.
Why were you drunk, doggo? Because I was fucking drinking on stream and having a good time. I never do that anymore, though. I never get drunk on stream. I might have a couple of beers. That's it, max. Well, maybe a couple more than a couple, but then that's usually as far as it goes. Never get hammered on stream anymore. I used to occasionally. Even back in the day, it wasn't like regularly, but I would every now and then. But it just doesn't feel good when you wake up the next day and you're thinking back on, oh no, what was I like on stream? Kind of like when you go out on a night out and you're drinking like crazy, but on stream, I don't know, something about it that just makes it even worse. You know, like you're on fucking display here. Yeah, Youngster. Not that I ever did anything that fucking shameful on stream or anything while drunk. You know, just typical shenanigans. But there's something about it that just doesn't feel good on stream, I think.
Taking the duct, eh? Still remember where the exit is?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Way I remember it, these ducks aren't that complicated. And my old friends are still here to show me the way. I won't get lost.
Friends?
Friends. Little furry ones.
Little furry?
Never mind.
Oh, that's a classic, Feefer. I remember that one. One look at the first second of that and I remember it. Little furry? Never mind. You wouldn't get it, Otacon. You weren't here. New game, you find the Warhead storage theme here. Unfortunately, no tank hangar theme. Where's my chaff? Wait for it, wait for it.
To get to the canyon to the north, go through the back door of the hangar. Remember the mission, Snake.
We got another weird one here, Otacon.
Ah, the little three-legged, three-armed machine. Actually, I was in touch with Nastasha just recently. She told me about a rumor making its way around the military analyst community.
Nastasha Romanenko. And?
Gecko are being deployed in more and more urban counterterrorism operations. In the process, they've encountered a number of problems. One of them is size and weight. Compared to other types of armored weapons, Gecko are relatively small and light, but they're still a bit too big to be effective in indoor search and combat operations. So the manufacturer, AT Corp, developed a new, smaller UGV based on the Gecko archetype for just that kind of mission. And the latest word is, they're about to start field testing.
And that's what these things are?
More than likely. That's all the information I have. The very existence of these things is still top secret.
Pint-sized gecko, huh? Dwarf gecko.
I doubt they're heavily armed. But remember, these things are designed to support Gecko.
Don't insult them, Snake.
Best to assume they're capable of some form of attack.
Was that supposed to be a slur?
Maybe so. But they're still just machines.
True, but that doesn't mean you can take them lightly. Be careful, Snake.
Pint-sized gecko. Oh, dwarf gecko. Anything else, Otacon?
Snake, I know it's easy to get nostalgic about this place, but we really need to get to Rex. Head north.
Clipdoor with the 80 months and the 80 in a row. Cheers. Much appreciated. Hey-o. I love what they do with the gecko here, mimicking the lasers. No. Oh!
Knock the gecko over, then aim for the neck.
I never get caught here by these gecko. That's not allowed to happen. That's not allowed to happen. Fuck you. Still in an alert, huh? Still know where I am. What if I go into the hole? Cool, I wasn't sure if that would work. I could have just blasted them with an M82, but I wanted to see if I could hide from them. Ba-ba-doo.
The nuclear storage facility is just up ahead. But you're not even halfway to the underground supply tunnel yet. You need to get a move on. The nuclear storage facility is just up ahead. But you're not even halfway to the underground supply tunnel yet. You need to get a move on.
Yeah. You're not gonna tell me your story, Otacon?
The nuclear storage...
Oh, fuck, okay. I'll wait till the caution dies down. Fuck. Those creepy legs.
Hey, Snake, isn't this where you went toe-to-toe with Raven and his tank? Tell me again, how did you take that thing down, anyway?
How? Well, grenades.
That's it? You didn't use an anti-tank missile or something?
Didn't have one.
Your technique is kind of... how do I put this? Archaic when it comes to fighting tanks. Honestly, I don't think it'd work on today's main battle tanks.
Well, that's how I did it. What do you want me to say?
You know, I asked an active duty army officer once. If an infantryman had to take on a tank one-on-one, how should he do it?
And what was his answer?
Don't. He swore there's no way in hell a single infantryman could take down a tank by himself.
Huh. Interesting.
I always suspected there was a little something crazy about you, Snake. But hearing that story, now I know it. You're nuts. Single-handedly taking out a tank? That's crazy. You're insane.
Otacon, is this your idea of a compliment?
Yes. You're the toughest, craziest, most hardcore badass on the planet. You're the shit.
The shit. Thank you, Otacon. Apparently, as well, that story is inspired by the real research they were doing on the game, and Kojima asking their military advisor how someone would go about it if they were to. Motosada Mori. Although, wait, actually, no. I remember as well in an interview that he actually did ask an infantryman and not the advisor. I don't know. Anyway, either way, it's inspired by the development of the game and the research they actually did. Snake's head looking like a pint of Guinness. Ah, wore off. Thirsty? I don't drink Guinness.
I don't see any enemies around here. Okay, we'll go through the door all the way at the back.
Otacon, last time around we had a few complications and wound up going through the commander's office in the basement.
That's right. I remember now. But there's no need to go all the way down there this time, right? The back door takes us straight where we need to go.
Good point.
Okay then, let's get to the back door.
Whoa, speaking of controllers doing weird shit. Okay. There's a cool detail here if we look with our night vision. You can see Naomi's footprints again. Remember from Act 2? And the other footprints are Vamp's. You can see that they went up ahead. You can see them in the previous areas as well. You can see that they went up ahead. Is there a call about the footprints? No, no. Oh yeah, of course. Every time we come here, we have to shoot off our guns because we're allowed now. Fuck you, Naomi.
I believe the warheads have been removed from those nuclear missiles. The amount of ionizing radiation the Mark III's Geiger counter is detecting is significantly lower than what we'd see if there were actual warheads present. Which means, obviously, that you can use heavy weapons without having to worry about igniting leaking radioactive material and causing a nuclear holocaust.
Nice.
Keep heading north, all the way to the back. Then, head through the door. Huh? Snake, that door is locked.
How do I open it?
Security is shut down altogether. You can't release the lock without activating it. You'll have to log in somewhere. I've got it, Snake. My old office is close by. With the power on, you should be able to unlock the door from there. And if you check the facility records, we can find out Rex's status and who's been in and out. You remember where it is, Snake?
I'm not senile yet.
Just to be safe, I'm marking it on your map. You old geezer. Snake, the password is 48273. Think you can remember that?
I told you, I'm not senile yet.
I wish I got to play MGO properly back in the day. I had terrible internet and couldn't play it, and everyone just accused me of lag switching. Get this guy out of here. He's lag switching. No! I just have really shitty internet. Let me play. No, I didn't even really want to play. It was so bad. It was basically unplayable. Going to all the trouble as well with the fucking Konami ID and whatever it was.
Okay, first go down the central hallway. Don't worry, it's not electrified anymore.
Suddenly when we come down here, we get this crazy frame rate. Whoa! Look at the speed.
This brings back memories. My colleagues and I used to work in these cubicles. We were all brilliant engineers. Best of the best. And we were close, too. Like family. We used to play pranks on each other all the time. Like, on this one girl's birthday, we stuffed her cubicle completely full of balloons. Or this other guy who got married, when he came back from his honeymoon, he found his workstation had been hollowed out and its guts replaced with jelly beans.
Sounds like a blast.
It was. But all that time, my colleagues and I, we were building Rex. Here we are, messing around in our cubicles all day like giddy grad students, and what do we end up with? A weapon of mass destruction. Not exactly the sort of thing you can look back on and laugh, is it?
You obsess over the past too much. It's a bad habit. Come on, I need directions here. That's your job, right? To support me.
Yeah, you're right. You can count on me. We're partners after all.
Good to have you with me, partner.
It's good to be here, Snake.
Aww, look at these two. Found his workstation had been hollowed out and its guts replaced with jelly beans.
Exactly like I remember it. Except for that wall way in back, anyway. I still can't believe how much damage you caused in such a small space.
The switchboard. Nailed it with a remote control missile to shut down the electric current in the floor. The guidance system in those things takes up so much space, it hardly leaves any room for explosives.
Didn't make much of a bang, huh?
Hardly. Switchboard's still intact.
You're right. The wiring past the switch circuits could still be live.
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna get shocked if I walk on this floor, am I?
No need to worry. As long as you don't turn the current back on.
And you can turn that current back on. With the Mark III, we go up to the switchboard. Might come in handy later, maybe. Really like how this room looks, just the colors, the nice green. All the old tech lying around, these big chunky monitors. Love that rendition from MGS2's final cutscene. Who am I really? Another thing you can do in Shadow Moses is find ghost photographs. You know how in MGS1, with your camera, you could find all the developer ghosts? You can do the same once you come back here as well. If we use our camera. Another really cool thing is that you can also use the sorrow to help you find the ghosts. If we equip the sorrow doll with the camera, we don't have to take a picture to find the ghost. It'll just show up if there is one. Normally you would have to take a picture for the ghost to appear, but if you have the sorrow doll equipped, he'll just be here, floating around. You can find character ghosts in this game as well. You couldn't do that in MGS1, but you can actually find the ghosts of the characters. Snake, I'm getting sick of looking at you all tired. Let's get that psych up a bit. There we go. 1 bar of psych per page. There we go. Maxed out. Next page. I don't remember being afraid of MGS ghosts when I was a kid, no. Playing Silent Hill 1 at the age of 7 hardened me up for life to horror games.
I remember this place. After you beat the cyborg ninja, I came out into the hallway and all I saw was a sea of blood. The air was filled with a sickly, sweet smell. I remember thinking, this must be what hell is like. My mind couldn't even process what I was seeing at first. Anyway, keep following that hallway to the north and you'll reach my lab.
VG show, very boring answer. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. I might even do a Silent Hill solo marathon sometime soon. I've been thinking of it. Might do like 1 to 3 24-hour marathon or something. Don't be expecting it though. Expect to be disappointed because it might not happen. I'll just have to be in the mood for it. Here we can see where Gray Fox sliced through the panel here to get into the door, to get into the room rather. Nice little detail that they added. Any thoughts on the remake? I don't have high expectations for the remake, and there's no part of me that even really wants a Silent Hill 2 remake. But yeah, it's impossible for me to have any faith in anything that Konami does, I have to say. After seeing how they handle the Master Collection, after seeing Silent Hill Ascension and all that stuff, it just looks like there's something incredibly wrong at that company. So it's hard for me to have to really get excited for anything coming out from Konami, unfortunately. When it comes to MGS3 and Silent Hill, it's just you know, I'll probably play the Silent Hill remake, but yeah, I don't have particularly high expectations. The developer as well, Bloober, like, I have no interest in any of Bloober's games. They really don't look appealing to me from what I've seen. The footage that I saw from Silent Hill 2 didn't look great. So yeah, sorry. I've nothing but negativity for everything Konami related at the moment, I'm afraid. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully they hopefully we get some kind of miracle. I used to speculate a bit about the MGS3 remake, like things that they might do and cool additions to mechanics and stuff, but after seeing the Master Collection and Ascension, I just I just have no desire to even really speculate about the games anymore. I'm so yeah. Anyway, we'll see.
Snake, that password I told you before, you remember it, right? Because I completely forgot. Can you punch it in for me? It's a 5-digit number.
So here you can put in the code that you're supposed to enter, or you can put in a variety of other codes. There are codes that give you like iPod tracks, certain items, Drebin points 14893, Drebin's frequency. That will give you Drebin points, which is usually what I go for in these NG Plus runs. My controller is acting up here. Hold on.
Snake, I think maybe your memory...
Don't worry, we got the Drebin points.
I'm sure I can remember it. Well, let's see. Oh, I jotted it down.
I love how we can't even remember it.
See? No need to worry.
What? I knew the number. In fact, I remembered it just now.
This version is totally obsolete. It's gonna take a little work. This is the room where we first met, huh?
Yep.
It's not conjuring up any unpleasant memories, is it? I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.
Yeah. I remember.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Snake, you saved my life.
Naomi hated them for what they did to Frank's body. But it was me that crippled him in the first place. She must have hated me too.
We shouldn't have been so trusting. I blame myself too. I helped develop Rex. That's why it was so easy for me to believe her feelings were genuine. But she was only using us to atone for her sins.
So what? What did she do to us?
You forgot already? She betrayed you. She stole your blood.
If that was all, it should have been over and done with in South America. Why'd she join us afterward?
Well,
She has us come rescue her, and then she turns around and goes straight back to Liquid. Why would she do that?
I with him.
What?
I just had a look at the security access logs. As I thought, there's people coming and going at frequent intervals. In fact, the records show some recent activity. Look at this. It's an image taken a few hours ago by a surveillance camera up ahead.
Naomi.
And Vamp.
The Beauty and the Beast.
They've been through here. And from what we've gleaned from the security records, it can only mean one thing. They're headed for Rex's old underground hangar. I finished rebooting security and released the locks. The door on the first floor ought to open for you now.
Amazing. Almost makes me nostalgic for the days when you needed a key card for every door.
Yep. It's been 9 years. All you really have to do is reinterpret the old technology in terms of the new. Getting old isn't all that bad, you know. Let's get going, Snake.
I finished unlocking the door on the first floor. It should open now.
All right. It's one of my favorite scenes in the game, I think. Just nice little moments between Snake and Otacon. Just the two of them. Reminiscing. Love that little moment where Snake just has that private smile to himself while looking over at the locker. A kind of somber smile. No. Police Knots poster. No PlayStation or GameCube. I think we can see this is where Kojima's picture is in the original game. And this is also where it is in MGS4. At the Police Knots poster. Over here, I think we can see Baker. Is it Baker over here? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, you can find characters as well as developers.
Gecko! We've got Gecko! Snake, it's blocking the hallway leading to the elevator. You'll have to do something before you can get to the first floor. Okay! Nice, Snake!
Love it. sure DRK was showing this earlier, but if you look at Snake here, you can see that he controls the Mark III with a PS3 controller, which is crazy detailed as well if you actually move the camera to try and get a good look at it. Look at the detail on that controller. What the hell? Look at those directional buttons. His head will track it. You want to go again, Snake? Yeah, of course you do. I love this pose here. Now he's in the true gamer pose. Ah, fuck. Thought I remembered being able to shock him here once. Oh, I'm sorry, Snake. Well, you can see his bandana actually hang through the grating there as well. Oh, clipping a bit though. Can you do it from this position too? You can. Oh, of course. If I'm in a can, I can't even use the fucking thing. Oh, I wonder what happens to magazines. Oh, I can't place them. Damn.
Okay, Snake. Take the stairs down and go to the north door. I'll open it for you with the Mark III. Gecko! The Mark III is totally defenseless while working on the door. You'll have to distract the Gecko so they don't spot it.
So here we could just pull out an M82 and destroy this thing in one hit. And basically skip this section. Or we can do it the slow way and just try and hide from it, bait it away from the Mark II, or the Mark III. Oh! Oh. Can you just keep it locked here? Oh, stun lock.
Okay, Snake, it's open now.
Whoa, controller, controller, controller. What are you doing? Bam, bam, ba-dum, ba-dum. Fuck, I'm just gonna kill him anyway. Oh boy, I'm getting tired. DRK should be here soon. Am I gonna have to do Crying Wolf? Oh, let me just send him a message.
The comm towers. This is where you fought Liquid's Hind D.
That was a tough scrape.
But you still managed to shoot down his gunship. Up till then, I'd heard that even with a man-pads, going one-on-one against an attack chopper was an act of suicide. I thought only Hollywood action stars did that kind of thing, but you made it look easy.
I just told you, it wasn't that easy.
Really? But you were all like, oh, I had to take out that helicopter. Real cool. Like it was nothing.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's get going. We've got a long way to go to Rex's hangar.
Yeah, you're right, Snake.
I like that call. Really makes you reflect on how different Snake was on MGS1. Old Snake just wants to brush it under the rug. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Angel? I hope I can help you with your physics homework. I hope this can be good background noise. Rose?
Oh, hi, Snake.
Rose.
You've got plenty of psych. You should be in good shape to complete the mission.
All right, then.
Snake, you're a smoker, aren't you?
Not this again.
Just hear me out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want someone smoking in front of my kids, of course, but from a stress management perspective, smoking is obviously an effective relaxation measure for people like you. It actually raised your psych, didn't it?
Yeah.
But even so, I'm not going to downplay its effects on your health. Your life gauge actually went down, didn't it? And the smell of tobacco can attract the enemy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Think carefully before lighting up, Snake. I'll leave it at that.
That is a cool detail in this game. You can get the enemy's attention with a cigarette. You need to be careful. How genius is this idea? The cigarettes auto-equipping because they're addictive? You're forced to take them and lose life if you take them too many times. And, maybe you'd have to find nicotine patches or something to help you stop, to prevent it. But the nicotine patches were a limited resource. You could only find so many of them in the game. So you really have to work to get to, remove the cigarettes from your equipment. To unequip them. You have to work to unequip them. The cigarettes would need a really good buff, I think. If that was a mechanic. But yeah, I like that idea in theory. All right, let's do it. I love her design, the mask, the mech. Alright, let's do it. Let's grab some camo first thing. Let me put on some face camo. Bump, bump, bump it, bump. Really like the atmosphere of this fight. Sorry, stationary. Nothing I can do to help you there. But sorry about the ads. And now, where is she?
Otacon. She seems to know exactly where I am, even in this damn whiteout. What the hell is going on?
Infrared, maybe? No, you're wearing octo camo. It wouldn't be able to read you. Snake, do you see a pattern in her attacks? Anything that gives you a hint?
Right. Now that I think about it, her attacks have been coming from downwind.
Which means...
Damn. She can smell me.
Amazing. Tracking you in this wind. Just by your scent?
A St. Bernard can find and rescue a lost hiker in the middle of a blizzard in the Alps. If that beast has no olfactory sensor as keen as a dog's, it's not out of the question.
Then what do we do? Octo camo doesn't do anything to mask your scent.
All I can do is try and guess where that thing's going to be. Try to move downwind.
Can you do it?
Either I do, or I don't.
Okay then. Good luck, Snake.
It's pretty cool, the little wind, how the wind ties into this fight. If I unequip the solid eye here, you can see the direction of the wind up on the top right. You need to be really careful with night vision in this fight as well, because when you have your night vision equipped, it makes sound, makes you easier to detect, makes it easier for the frogs to detect you, and the frogs are constantly moving around in this fight. VG Show, thank you for gifting a sub to Stationary. Now you won't have any ads. Cheers, VG. If he's still here. Maybe he left after he posted that message. Oh, the sounds. There she is, Jesus. We good? Oh, that was close. Remove that night vision. Beautiful. So yeah, the only thing I really dislike about this fight is that she kind of runs out of hiding spaces, you know? She's a couple of spots that she goes to here, this side, this side. Imagine if you had like 3 massive areas like the Ends Arena. Then it'd be really cool. I still like the fight, but... a bigger arena would have been really nice. Okay, I think she's down here. Oh, hello. Megastar. What's my opinion on the yellow UI compared to the first couple of games? I've never really thought about it. I guess I like it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have too many thoughts. Yeah, Mr. Man. I don't know. I still think the Solid Eye is nicely balanced with the frogs. The frogs really incentivize you to turn off your night vision. And then I like removing the Solid Eye altogether to see the direction of the wind as well. Not that the wind direction really matters all that much, but I don't think it's that. Well, I guess how it highlights her position. Yeah. Maybe next time I do this, I'll go for no Solid Eye versus her. Make it harder to actually find her. Although I know the map so well that it still wouldn't be that tricky, most likely, to actually track her position. But even with the Solid Eye, it's a pretty cool fight, I think. Ah, fuck, she isn't here. Jesus. Quick shot, quick shot. Not used to that position. Oh, no. I always get one. Are there any calls with Otacon referencing Sniper Wolf here? Yes, later on. After the fight. Yeah, I don't know. Doing this fight flawlessly, no alerts, without, like, stun exploits, still pretty tricky. You still need to be really careful with how you move around the place. The frogs are nasty in this. It's always really easy for me to get an alert. Oh. She'll stomp over them as well. Oh, dog. What are you doing patting me on the head, Mr. Man? What did I say that deserved such fucking condescension? I'm being perfectly reasonable here, I think. No. Oh. Get back down. What was that for? Getting caught by the frog? Fuck it, take the syringe. Oh, still one more though. Where you going, bitch? That sounded like it came from over here. She heard that. Mr. Man, I think your stream might be a bit delayed. Okay, last shot. I'm probably going to get an alert on this last shot. Because I'm so close to that frog, but I don't give a shit.
The cries of babies. Stop it! Stop crying! Please! Please stop crying! No! Go away! Don't come any closer! I'm sorry. I was so scared. Forgive me. I'm sorry. You can cry if you want to. Cry if you need to. let myself dry. So cry. As much as you like. I will be there to listen.
All right, fools. We're gonna switch streamers. DRK is ready to take over, and he can dispose of this beauty. DRK is gonna take over. Dr. K. Yeah, just bear with me. You know the drill. I'm going to play some tunes for a few minutes while you wait and I get this save sent over. DRK will be picking up right where we left off here with the exact same save file. I just need to send it over to him. Excuse my burp. Yeah, just give me a few minutes and I'll come back to sign off properly. I don't know where that burp slipped out of. All right. Be right back. All right, fools. I think we're ready to switch over. Let me just check my dashboard one more time. The last thing I see here is VG Show and your gifted sub to Stationary. Again, thank you very much, VG Show. Thank you, everyone, for all the generosity today, all the donations, the subs, everything. Thank you. And yeah, DRK will be taking over, finishing off the end of MGS4, doing a big chunk of Peace Walker, and I'll be back later for more Peace Walker. Don't go anywhere. The stream is going to go down for just like 5 or 10 seconds, and DRK will be right back with the exact same save file, continuing from where we left off here. And I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Don't go anywhere. The stream will be back up in 10 seconds.